Some leftovers from the night before right there. Disgusting. That's puke. I'm really glad I didn't step in it. What's up, guys? Paramoto here. How are you guys doing today? I'm doing amazing. Guys, if you got the time and you got the energy and you got the drive, go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button down below. Woo, man. My only day off this week. And we're gonna ride a motorcycle around downtown Raleigh for a minute. Ooh, look, it's us. We look so good. Man, so I got a couple things to talk about today. Oh, good things. So the biggest thing is I have an idea. If you guys haven't been watching the sport bike side of things, I have an idea for a new sort of video series. So my new idea for a video series is doing viral motorcycle video breakdowns. I think it sounds like an amazing idea. I don't really want to cultivate this culture of like motorcyclists versus cops or anything like that, but some of them will definitely be LEOs versus motorcyclists. Some of them might be breakdowns of wrecks and all sorts of other things, but I just have this really strong idea to do viral motorcycle breakdowns. It seems like a great idea. So I already know what the very first video is going to be, and I will show you it right now. So as you guys can see, there's definitely a pretty contentious interaction on that video between motorcyclists and a police officer. Who's in the wrong, who's in the right? What was actually going on? Why was it bouncing off the rev limiter so much? And all the way down to how funny I think it is are things that I'm going to talk about. He wants to talk. I don't want to talk. Don't look left. Don't look left. Don't look left. This is my favorite street in Raleigh. I know I've said it a bunch of times before. If you guys have watched the channel, you know this is my favorite street. This is Wilmington Street. I love it here. Like, you can almost feel like you're in a big city right now instead of little old Raleigh, North Kakalaki. How about use a blinker, you ass? So one of my friends just got a road glide, and I'll be honest with you, I think it looks amazing, and it's kind of got my dumb math going again, where like I kind of want to go to the Harley dealership and look at things. Mainly a lowrider S or some sort of softail. I don't know, it's been a couple years on this bike. I've gotten a lot of mods done that I think I really wanted to do. So it's like, I kind of enjoy it. Like, I don't really hate this bike at all. I'm actually a pretty big fan of it right now. Hasn't let me down yet, so it's like, why trade up? But at the same point, a Harley-Davidson Lowrider S is an amazing looking motorcycle. Although I really do think that this bike is an absolutely perfect around the town bike. It's absolutely perfect for so many things. There's no cop in that car, thank God. And so like it's like why trade up to something that's already kind of perfect for my intentions? The vast majority of the time, this is a jiu-jitsu sled. It helps me get to the gym, so it's like why step up? Besides for the views. The views, guys! Yeah, 434. Great job, Biden. Man, I've been taking this way around Raleigh a long time. Man, I'm in such a dickhead mood right now. I have no idea what got into me today. I'm pretty sure this road goes out. We're gonna see. Exploring, possibly trespassing. I have no idea. Man, I feel like I'm back in Cleveland right now with all these little alleys and stuff. My favorite thing about that is like when traffic is absolutely ridiculous, I'll be able to cut through that. Now I know. Speaking of Brandon, let's go Brandon. This bike's also really good at gas, so it's like, do I really need to trade it into something that's worse on gas right now? It's crazy to think, I was thinking about this with my girlfriend the other day, that we're pretty close to being married. We're about as close as you can get without actually getting a ring. The next car we get is probably going to be a Tesla, you know, because I'm on bikes so much. I already have an issued car for work, so I really don't even need a car to get to and from work. So it's like, what do? Do I just like go in halfsies with her on a car? And our next car will probably be a Tesla, which means probably when my Mustang finally dies, which it has 130,000 miles, and although I take care of it mechanically pretty well, you know, it's at 130,000 miles. It's over the hill. It could break at any time. So it's like, honestly, when you think about it, you know, that bike or that car might be my last gas-powered car ever, which is insane to think about. I put gas in this bike the other day and I got 2 gallons and it cost me over $11. Very excited to announce that I'm going to be doing some viral motorcycle video breakdowns. Bike's popping a lot. It's either hot or I have an exhaust nut that fell off again. I keep on meaning to freaking Loctite them and I keep on forgetting. God, I'm so lazy. Bike sounds so good, dudes. I'm like riding this Harley like a sport bike right now. I'm just getting it. Just giving it everything it's got right now, dudes. 1 day off in 6 days. Worked Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Off on Monday. Gotta work Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So lame. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. That is the nut crusher right there. That looks great. I don't know if you guys can see that, but there's a guy just like sitting in the median. He's one of the homeless panhandlers. Man, that's just sad. Sad, dude. Well. A lot of that is directly associated with the downturn of our society and the fact that we just got so soft that we start loving people to death. It'd be okay to normalize panhandling because, you know, like, I know some people, like, they literally have no other options, so it's just what they have to do. But we've encouraged it so much. And then we have people camping all over our cities now. And, like, it's not terrible in Raleigh and North Carolina, but it's like, you see it every day. People camping. And it's like, it shouldn't be allowed. It's just this general downturn in society where, like, people have just become so weak they can't tell people no. You shouldn't be allowed to camp on public lands in the middle of a city. You know, that just breeds alcoholics and drug addicts to come and start camping out and just like making everything worse and shoplifting and making everybody left safe, victimizing all of us by breaking into our cars. And, you know, we gotta see them like panhandling and just their poor decisions are just like, you know, on full display for everybody. And it's like, if you watch Seattle is Dying.
And then you walk down the street and you see a wretched soul like this, consumed by demons, maybe madness, maybe drugs, maybe both. This is what suffering looks like. This is pain. Ranting and raving, screaming silently, coming completely unraveled before our eyes. And then tomorrow, he'll wake up and relive the nightmare all over again. Starving, eating trash from a garbage can. Look at the people walk by. Of course they're not shocked. How could they be? They see it every day. How can this be who we are? How can this be what we allow? How did the word compassion get twisted into this sickening reality?
Or Fighting for the Soul of Seattle on YouTube, you'll know that, you know, most of those guys all have drug and alcohol problems. You know, every once in a while you do get those panhandlers that like have just come on hard times and they have no other options. But that is the exception and not the rule. You know, really what's going on is you have freaking people that are just alcoholics and drug addicts. All they can do now is panhandle and steal to like fit their needs. and then they camp in the woods because they can't afford rent anywhere, because the only things they can afford is begging for money until their $50 a day habit is met, or however much they spend on alcohol or you know, heroin or something like that. And then they go in the woods, or they find somewhere to come. They find somewhere to come and like break into our cars and like break into our houses and steal our valuables that we work hard for, you know? And it's like allowing people to camp places is just pretty much condoning all of those actions and that behavior. You know, like, when does it end? Is it, do you stop these people panhandling like that when, you know, it gets to the point that, you know, everybody's becoming a victim? Or like when like at what point is there a hard stop to allowing that? There's really none. And it's really like one thing that Seattle is Dying said is that we've loved people to death. It's like we've allowed people, like, there's been no consequences for so long. We've allowed people to divulge our society and into, you know, allowing just nefarious behaviors to be perfectly acceptable. You know, I used to work in a place called Durham, and that stuff was everywhere. There was pretty much gigantic homeless camps in every area of the city, and it was a lot like California, and it's a lot because their politicians and their politics and policies are fairly similar to California, allowing pretty much everything to happen. And it's like, oh, you know, he's okay, he's just, you know, there's a housing crisis, or that. It's like, well, you need to call it what it is. It's a drug and alcohol epidemic that has just made people homeless. We'd have that stuff everywhere, and I never met a single one of those dudes that weren't a raging alcoholic or, you know, weren't a drug addict, and they all stole to feed their habits when they couldn't panhandle enough. So it's like, you're condoning all that. Like, our politicians are allowing this to happen, you know. Make no ifs, ands, or buts about it. The homeless problem is a politician problem. What do you guys think? Do you think I'm going to be able to go for a run before it rains? I'm going to give it a try. I stayed at home yesterday instead of getting my run in, and you know, I kind of regretted it because it stayed kind of looking like it was going to rain and then it never did. But anyway, guys, that's it for today's video. Those are my biggest announcements. I'm going to start a motorcycle breakdown, a motorcycle viral video breakdown. I might shoot the first one today, but I don't know. We'll see. But I really want to start it. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys have any good ideas for videos, shoot me a link down in the comments below. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Deuces.